Hello, and welcome to the show that nobody wants their country to win, which is a shame, because we've got some really fantastic participation trophies to give out. I'm talking, of course, about our countdown of the worst countries to live in, based on a delightful assortment of criteria like, will your morning commute involve dodging gunfire? And does this country even technically have a functioning government anymore? Now, before we dive into this barrel of geopolitical despair, I want to make one thing clear. This isn't about mocking these nations or their people, it's about shining a light on some truly dire situations that, frankly, don't get nearly enough attention. So buckle up, grab a stiff drink, you're going to need it, and let's unpack the grim realities facing millions around the world. First up on our world tour of misery is Venezuela, a country that's practically a masterclass in how to completely bungle an economy. I'm talking epic textbook, hold my beer, I'm going to make Zimbabwe look like Switzerland levels of economic mismanagement. Hyperinflation has become so ludicrously out of control that the Venezuelan bolivar is about as valuable as a used napkin. We're talking people literally using stacks of cash to buy a loaf of bread. And good luck finding that loaf of bread, by the way, because basic necessities are about as scarce as a competent politician in this place. Unemployment is through the roof. People are fleeing the country in droves, and the whole situation is just a giant steaming pile of ay caramba. Next up, we travel to the sun-kissed paradise of... Oh, who am I kidding? This is Honduras we're talking about, a country so plagued by gang violence that it makes the Wild West look like a picnic at Disney World. We're talking about one of the highest murder rates in the world, folks. A place where walking down the wrong street at the wrong time could be the last thing you ever do, and don't even get me started on the corruption. It's so deeply ingrained in the system that it makes your average used car salesman look like a choir boy. Seriously. They could bottle this level of corruption and sell it as a potent truth serum. You'd spill your guts faster than a politician on a bribery bender. Yemen, the land of, well, it's hard to say what Yemen is the land of these days, because thanks to a brutal civil war, it's basically become synonymous with humanitarian disaster. We're talking a full-blown catastrophe here, people. Millions on the brink of famine, a healthcare system that's basically being held together by duct tape and prayers, and more cholera outbreaks than you can shake a hazmat suit at. It's the kind of situation that makes you want to build a time machine just so you can go back and give the people in charge a stern talking to. But hey, at least they have... Actually, you know what? I've got nothing. Remember Syria? Yeah, that whole brutal dictatorship versus various rebel groups with a side of ISIS thing is still going strong. Well, maybe not strong is the right word, more like tragically persistent. Imagine your country being a raging dumpster fire for over a decade. That's Syria. Cities are in ruins, millions are displaced, and the only thing flourishing in this environment is sadly black market arms dealers. It's like the entire country is stuck in a never-ending episode of Game of Thrones, except instead of dragons, they have barrel bombs, and nobody wins. Last, but certainly not least, we arrive at Haiti, a country that's been dealt a truly terrible hand. We're talking about a place ravaged by earthquakes, hurricanes, and enough political instability to make your head spin. It's like Mother Nature decided to use Haiti as a testing ground for her most destructive creations. And then humanity swooped in to finish the job with some good old-fashioned corruption and exploitation. Poverty is rampant. Access to basic services is a pipe dream for many, and the whole situation is just a giant, depressing mess. So, there you have it, folks. 5 countries facing challenges so daunting they make climbing Mount Everest in a Snuggie seem like a walk in the park. It's bleak, I know. But here's the thing. Despair doesn't solve anything. Awareness, on the other hand, might just be the first step. These countries and countless others facing similar struggles need more than just our pity. They need our attention, our empathy, and yes, even our outrage. Because when we stay silent about injustice, we become complicit in its perpetuation. So do your research, donate to reputable organizations, and spread the word. Because even a little bit of effort can make a world of difference. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, try to stay slightly more optimistic than this show.